Hi guys, curious first reaction after getting to see the trailer and everything for the first time. I know you said something in the panel, some excitement.
I mean, honestly,
holy shit!
yeah. No, honestly, I'm just blown away at the quality that the Asylum actually put in their effort into it. Like, I was really impressed. So, and we hadn't seen a lot of it, up until now, and that was just from the special effects to the zombies to the heads blowing off to the
acting.
to the act.
He actually acted.
Yeah.
So I acted a fool, but And you know what was really cool though? I thought, because I saw bits and pieces, like I said, it looked fake, but it was all real, like the statue and everything on the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, because it was so
It
beautiful.
looks, it looks fake because it was just, I don't
Montana
know.
looks like a facade. It's
It's
beautiful.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, great setting.
It was fun.
This is Matthew Jacobson with the Spectrum Daily News, and this is the closest I will ever be to being in a boy band.
Liar, you're with us. You're going to join us.
So I was wondering if you guys could tell me sort of the evolution from singing, well, not you, Carrie, but...
I was a
You don't
fan.
say.
It was close enough in my bedroom.
Yes, it was.
I was just kind of wondering the evolution to writing and acting in a movie like this, and do you hope that this will spawn some sequels?
Well, we hope to. I mean, Nick came up to me with this idea, and he wrote the script and everything. And I commend him 100% because it does take a lot of balls to go, hey, I might not be a writer for, I don't know how to write a script in a sense, but he had somebody with him help him kind of walk him through. And, it's a learning process. I think it's a learning process with all of us in that sense. And, he took the bull by the horns and kind of was like, hey, I want you to do this. And would not settle pretty much no for an answer. Because he called me one time and was like, hey, I got the script, read it. I go, okay, no problem, Nick. And he calls me, did you read the script? No, I didn't read the script yet. A couple weeks go by.
Like 10
Nick, did you
times.
read the script? No, Nick, I didn't read the script. I'm sorry, I was actually traveling. Read the damn script, Joey. Okay, I'll read the script. Finally, I sat down and read the script. And I was like, dude, it's awesome. It was a little rough around the edges, but that's his first time, first hack at it, and that's what I love about him is he will take the chances. He doesn't give a crap. And now that we know the rhythm of it and we figured it out, he figured out the formula per se in a sense, and help with help with Asylum, we were able to do this and hopefully be able to do more. We've talked about it from the beginning about doing other stuff.
Yeah, did you want to...
No, I mean, honestly, we were talking about this entire process. There were so many things that we were learning from one another. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted Joey involved, because I respect him as an actor. He's a great actor.
Full dinner.
Taste it.
And so, I want to surround myself with people that I respect and that I want to learn from. I don't proclaim to know that, a lot, but I feel like if I have those people around me, that I can grow. So I do feel that I possess an ability to create something, a world, and sort of ideas when it comes to screenplays. And honestly, I love working with these guys, and so I think that we would want to do it again, and maybe an entirely new, different type of movie or something.
AJ, did you want to add anything to that?
Ditto. Simple.
Sarah, you sang in a boy band. When was that?
Yeah, tell us about your experience in a boy band.
She has huge components.
I did. I cut him off. That's why I can't be in a boy band anymore.
No, I don't have them either. We're good.
A couple of eunuchs. Nice. That's the new thing, is eunuch bands.
Oh yeah.
So we've known for a while that Dead Seven was coming, but I feel like people didn't really know the specifics until just
Neither
the
do
past
we.
few weeks.
Yes,
Yeah. So tell us about the response now that people are starting to learn more about Dead Seven. The premiere's getting closer. What's the response been here?
Did you hear the hall when? That's the response. There are so many girls out there that are dying to see this movie.
They were really, really stoked. It's funny because I've been going on message boards on IMDb after the actual trailer, and it's funny because there's half good and then half not good. And even the ones that are not good, they all finish their little comment with, I'm still going to watch it.
Exactly.
So I'm like, what do you say?
Oh my God, there's zombies and boy bands. What the hell? I'm gonna see it.
I can't wait to see
Why
it.
did these guys die years ago?
Yeah.
They're still here.
That's how all these little cult classics start. Like The Evil Dead and Sharknado and all these ones that just no one thought it was going to go past the very first one. And You know, now you've got Ash versus the Evil Dead on Stars. You've got Sharknado 4.
I think Joey can comment on this as well. We come from a world in being in boy bands that, you know, in the height of our careers and stuff, that we had more hatred and with what we were doing than anything. You could, I mean, literally you go somewhere and there'd be someone who really loved us, but then there was the opposite side as well. And we take that as a compliment, like we're actually starting to make an impact, and we're doing something that's affecting people because they say, oh, you know, the saying, if they're not talking about you, then you're irrelevant. So like, I'm glad. Talk good, talk bad, it doesn't matter. At least you're talking.
You're talking. Yeah, I mean, you know, the whole process was exciting for us, and I think, you know, it's a smart move. I think on us and Asylum. I think in a sense of the way they process and do like Sharknado and stuff like that. They don't dump all the money into marketing and promotion. Let it speak for itself, kind of. I think that's kind of their motto. I mean, they do promotion. Obviously, when things become a hit like Sharknado, they'll produce more and more and promote it. But I think it was kind of cool because obviously you have all of us to actually help out and promote it as well. And I think it's interesting to see the reaction when people go, you know, not to say this is like the moment we've been waiting for, but it's almost like, okay, well, you have 98 Degrees, you got NSYNC, you got O-Town, you got Backstreet. You know, you got all these bands that are all in a movie together. I mean, not
That's the moment
everyone.
I was waiting for.
Really? And you were casting it. Boy, you lost a bet. You lost a bet. But it, you know, and it made us, you know, really respect and appreciate each other. I think, as far as, you know, being in a room, you know, 24 hours for a couple of weeks, looking at each other, going, okay, we're waiting for lighting, and go, so when you did that performance, what was this? Or, you know, when you hung out with Lou, what happened there? It was really happened. It was one of those things where it's just, you know, you just start talking, and, you know, me and Howie really bonded a lot. We went to one of his friend's house, and me, you, and who else? You guys weren't there. You guys didn't know. But me, Howie, Eric, and Carrie went, and it was awesome. It was like we were shooting guns and doing all kind of driving around in ATVs, but we got a chance to really just hang out and talk about stuff. You know, I mean, no one would ever think in a million years that me and Eric from O-Town were sleeping in bunk beds. We were sleeping in bunk beds.
So you're a top now?
Yeah. Too much.
TMI.
As you can tell, we had
I mean,
Yes, we all had a blast. Big ass. Obviously.
Okay, so yeah, it's my turn. See, I come from the musical background, so I want to know if there's music in it that is actually performed by you.
Well,
Can you
fighting on this for weeks.
Do you know how badly I wanted all of these guys and all of the zombies to do like the Thriller dance?
Oh my God.
We
thought about it. It was hard to really
to
get,
wrangle everything because we were shooting so fast. We tried so hard.
Yeah.
So, but this is a very serious zombie film. You have to remember this. There are no musical numbers in this, but you will see a collaboration in
We
this.
did.
In
Yes,
this film.
all of us came together and sang what I believe is the title track.
In the movie.
That's in the movie called In the End. So there will be some music, yes.
Yeah, it's
Original.
Yeah, it's the three of them. It's Howie, it's me, Chris. Who else? A couple guys from '98, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not.
I think Eric is on there.
Eric is on there, and I think Trevor. Something like that. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting how we.
Available on iTunes.
But you know, it's always interesting because it's like everybody's everywhere. So me and Chris were in Orlando, and I think that's why everybody was freaking out when they saw a Twitter thing that me and Chris did, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're in the studio! It's guys together!" I'm like, "No, we're not." But the two of us, you know, we sang on the track, so in Orlando. So it's coming together. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And would you mind like short little harmony, right? Like just barbershop, like bass.
Here's the problem with that. Not that we can't harmonize for the hell of it, but I sang it so long ago, I don't remember it.
Oh, no, she just, you could just be like,
Oh yeah, like just.
Yeah.
I need.
Carrie, you're going to be bass.
I need.
give me a bass note, come on.
Come on, Carrie.
Oh.
Is it your
Dude,
fault?
that was good.
Hold it.
Not bad.
So you're gonna hold it. No, you're gonna hold a note, not Eric.
I'm trying to help you on this one, man.
You are regressing.
I'll just jump in really quick. When I first heard about this, I got so excited. And I didn't get into boy bands at the same time as everybody else. It happened later, which is probably more embarrassing. But I still have it at home on my speaker system sometimes.
Nothing wrong
so
with that.
putting boy band in the context of Western, in the context of zombie, it just, in a movie, on TV,
It blew your mind,
it
didn't it?
did. There was this little
Yeah.
explosion there. So how did you put all of that together and then get it from scripts to production to something that I'm actually really enthusiastic to watch?
Well, it started off obviously with the script and the concept first, and then you bring that to other people's attention, Joey's or AJ's, and talk to people, producers and stuff, and they gotta like it. They gotta like the idea, and I think it just goes from there, and it turns into something. I mean, the one thing that I can say about the people who were involved is that they are out of the box sort of thinkers. They're outside of the box thinkers. They're people who I kind of like myself. They don't care what people think about them. You know what I mean? And that's very brave. You know what I mean? And then when you take that step and that journey in that direction, amazing things can happen. There can be things that are a little strange and things you can fall flat on your face, but then on the other side, something amazing and can occur from that chance that you take. And that's what we've all done. We've all taken a chance. And I think we all love acting. We love the kind of movies that it is similar to, and also the association. Along the way, we've all met each other, and we like each other. And even though they said there was rivalries or whatever, but we actually have a common sort of a common interest and love for one another. And also too, I like the fact that we're bonding together in a world that, in a lot of ways, has pushed some of us out. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, oh, we don't necessarily care. No, they're old news or whatever. They're not the new hotness or whatever you want to call it. So we're bonding together.
We're not One Direction.
We're not one thing, So, but it's all of those things, put together.
And I think to add to that too, like you just said, as far as like having that no fear and kind of like, and some people do have that, like, and some people, and I'm sure in their group and our group, in the sense of we were at the top of our game. I mean, you can't, what they did and what we did, you can't get any higher in that sense. Going and doing stadiums and that. And then all of a sudden, after that, you're going to go, I'm going to write a script and do a film, which I've never done before. That takes balls, because people, just like you said, people are going to love it or hate it. And those things where we hope we hope you guys enjoy it. I think we did a damn good job at dealing with what we had, and as far as the conditions we were in, and our dressing rooms were tents outside the whorehouse. It's like everybody was all in great spirits and didn't even care. When meanwhile somebody could have been a diva and been like, listen, I need a trailer, I need green M&Ms, and this and that, because we've had that before. But the people that what's exciting is we're all very still humble in that way, and I think that's what's amazing and what you see there. It's like we're just like, hey, listen. We're here to make a movie. We're here to have fun. We're not trying to invent the wheel. We're not trying to make an Oscar-worthy film. It's fun.
We
It's
just wanted to make
tongue-in-cheek.
something that we were proud of, that we wanted to watch.
Exactly. It's something that we want to watch. Something that we could look back on and be like, hey, we did it. We put everything into it,
And let's do it again.
and let's try it again.
My mom is so stoked. She's the biggest zombie fanatic.
Yeah.
She's just like
She hates
beside
boy bands,
herself.
but she loves zombies.
Yeah.
She loves zombies, and she loved the fact that I was the villain. She's like, I always knew that you'd be a good bad guy. I was like, why? I'm such a nice guy. Why would you just assume that I might be a good bad guy?
Or something.
Did you have that casting in mind, like when you were writing the script?
Yeah, when I wrote the original script 8 years ago, or whatever, the script was called Dead West, and I had the idea of maybe having some of the guys from my group, maybe Joey in mind, and then I was like, maybe just a couple of boy banders, so that we're not laughed at or taken too seriously, or actually take it a little bit more serious than what we're doing. And I wanted to cast like Shaquille O'Neal. I was thinking like some sports stars, like make it a very eclectic cast. And then that's when I brought it to Asylum later on, And they're like, no, you know, you got AJ and you got Joey in mind. Why don't you just go for it? All the, you know, I'm like, that's a great idea. I'm not ashamed to say that I don't have all the ideas, and so we went with it. And it was, that's what happened.
It seems like, just to me, from an outside perspective, you really have to kind of come up with this perfect storm. And whether people love it or hate it, it's something that's going to be fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And timing's everything, I think, though, too.
It
As
is.
far as
It's
all of
really
us
great.
getting together, you know, you probably called us 10 years ago, and we're like, no, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Zombie film.
leave my house.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
definitely,
You know,
yeah, it's just really awesome that it's finally coming out. I'm stoked for all of us. And it is happened to be coming out on April Fool's Day. So, but it is
because people keep thinking, dude, I was like, is it a joke? It's like, no, we're dead serious.
Really?
People keep thinking,
No, that's 7.
no. But the funny part was, is I sent somebody, a friend of mine, the actual trailer, and I said, hey, it's coming out April 1st. They went, haha, yeah, what a joke. Why did you guys film that? What you filming for? Freaking idiot! No, it's a trailer to an actual thing. We shot it.
Oh my God.
Well, when did you shoot it? I'm not even getting involved. I was like,
So
are
funny.
you stupid?
So the trailer really just makes it look badass.
Yeah.
See, they extended one.
Everybody
so they
looks
extended
badass.
one. Just the other day.
Yeah, I saw it was really good. Yeah.
I had a question for AJ. And hi, guys. I don't know if you remember me from earlier. But when I was watching the trailer, and I remember you were talking about The Dark Knight during the panel, your character came up a little Joker-esque. Did you get some sort of inspiration either from one incarnation of the Joker himself, or just your own ideas?
Well, when Nick first kind of had all the different character breakdowns, he sent me this little like 2-paragraph deal about Johnny Vermillion and like he was very Clockwork Orange meets like a clown meets, which I'm terrified of, by the way. And I think I got really into the part. Like I really did. Like once
He's method acting.
yeah, he was. Once you put
He's
the
pretty
makeup
much a
on,
crazy asshole the whole time.
the hardest thing was once we were done filming, for me not to laugh like Johnny Vermillion when I was home, which was freaking out my daughter and my wife. Because it's just a creepy laugh, but I think that's my
Yeah,
signature.
but if you lived like that any longer, you were never going to sing again, ever.
Oh no.
So
I wish-
voice is bad.
not to draw a comparison, but Heath Ledger did study the same type of thing, watched Clockwork Orange, I was worried about the cloud thing and all that. So were you kind of, not to be too personal, but were you a little bit worried about getting too method about it and possibly having something?
No, because I think over the years.
only 3 weeks.
I mean, I grew up. Yeah, 3 weeks, but still.
And we were all there giving him shit the whole time.
We're like, you're not
I
Johnny.
think
You're not Johnny.
Of course, I think.
Alex.
Would I classify myself as like a method type actor? Maybe, but back when I was like doing theater and stuff like that and filming when I was really, really young, I never really got lost in characters, But I could have gotten lost in Johnny, I think, if we had filmed for much more length of time. I think I might have just always been in character. Like I know Jared Leto for Suicide Squad stayed in his character the entire time. He sent a dead rat to Margot Robbie's house. He sent empty bullet casings to Will Smith's house. All these like Joker-esque type things. I didn't do that. Like I'm not going to send a dead animal to Nick's room.
I was just across from you. I was the dead animal.
And Joey,
That smell was.
Hey, that's your ass. What?
Joey, can you tell us anything about my Big Fat Greek Wedding too?
There's a wedding involved. It comes out tomorrow. It's pretty exciting. I mean, as far as, after 14 years later, doing the same, with the same family, it's crazy. The whole original cast is back. My character has a little bit of a kind of a twist to it in a sense. Not twist, but, he basically kind of becomes one with himself. You get more of in depth of the character as opposed to the first one. You just got to see some of the family, but you get to see more of the family a lot more in depth. And it's more of him, hopefully having his family accept him for who he is what I can tell you right now. But yeah, it's kind of it's you'll see. It's interesting if you check out the movie.
Great.
Saucy. Saucy.
and there is a wedding dance.
So a lot of Windex too, right?
You know what? She did it so great as far as putting it in there, but not throwing it down your throat. And it's funny because when we were sitting there, when we were at the premiere, people applauded when they saw the Windex. It was hilarious. And it literally only happens, I think, 2 times, maybe 3. But
nice.
It's little things, and it's hilarious. And then they're like, oh, Windex. It's hilarious. I mean, who would have thought Windex was so funny? But it is. Because it kills, psoriasis and everything. You spray it, and you're good.
It cures anything.
Everything.
Everything.
You got a rash? You see, we don't bust each other's chops anymore.
So one last Dead 7 question. Is this the zombie movie that the world didn't know it needed?
Yes.
I'd like to say that. That's a great statement.
As the poster says, it's larger than life.
Yeah, you know what's so funny, and I say this because I'm sorry about that. I didn't do it.
That's on purpose. Because
No.
I wondered about that.
What is, you know what? I think people have to associate with something, whatever that may be. And it was hilarious because he sent me the picture the very first time of the thing, and I go, really? He goes, he goes, I didn't put it there. I go, but why larger than life? Because it has nothing to do with the film. It has nothing to do with the film. And then all of a sudden, when I saw the trailer, it says bye 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 the song. I was like, that makes kind of sense. But it really has nothing to do with the film. It's just promoting to get you familiar. If somebody doesn't, know in Sacred Backstreet, it has that at least that connection.
You know the song.
Yeah, and that's what it is. But it's hilarious.
And what I was going to say is, in a world where people, in a world where
full of people,
where movies are so over the top, and they're obviously they're making the Marvel movies, they're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on these movies, right? And then there was a time that when, like in the 80s, early 90s, there were some movies that were just special to me, that were B movies, and that I remember, and that those people remember too, that you cherish those movies. And I think that this movie could possibly be that for this generation. I don't know, we're going to see how it turns out. But it's special, it's unique, it's something that's never been done, and I hope that it entertains everyone.
We could be the next trauma company, like Toxic Avenger.
Check it. That's right. I used to love Toxic Avengers. There's another
Let's
example.
call Rock and Roll High School. I'm a dork.
Thank you so much,
Sorry,
guys,
dude.
for all your support.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.